Hello everyone and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. On today's show we'll recap what was a great weekend for the Bulldogs as we check in with Ferris State football along with volleyball and cross country. We'll start first though with Bulldog football, joined by offensive coordinator Steve Casula. And Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Awesome to be here. Really excited. Whenever I'm here I know we're either practicing or playing. So it's always a good time to be here.
Congratulations on a 2-0 start and this past Saturday night, a big performance by your team against number 19 Findlay.
Yeah, complete team win. Like Coach Anise said after we won, we felt like all three phases of the game, special teams, defense, and offense, all played exceptionally well. Obviously special teams kind of got us rolling a little bit with a big turnover on the first punt of the game that kind of jump-started us. Our defense held coming into the game, the number one ranked offense in the country, just a little bit ahead of us, to 13 points. Defended them really well against a four-year starter quarterback. I think it was only the second time that their quarterback's ever been held under 100 yards passing in 37 career starts. That's exceptional. And then offensively, our kids made plays. So it's always fun when you put together kind of a complete game. So we were really excited and proud of the way that we played. Really happy. As
we go into some of the highlights, you mentioned that big fumble early on after the defense was out there and certainly got your offense rolling with good field position.
Yeah, that was huge, Javon Shaw, Liam Daly, and Stanley Williams, kind of all three of them, three hats to the party right now. I think Shaw caused the fumble, and then Liam and Stanley were right there to be involved in recovering it. But you can just see the number of jerseys that we have around the ball put a lot of stress on Findlay's returner. And then we come back, our second play, Keandre Craig makes a great play on a great thrown ball by J. Rue Campbell, kind of get us going.
J. Rue Campbell right here with a rundown inside the 5-yard line, and he had a big night for you.
He did, I saw an interesting stat yesterday. Of any quarterback that's ever started a game here under Coach Anise, at some point during their career, they've had a 5-touchdown game. I guess fortunately for us, it only took him 2 games to do it. So yeah, he's playing really good. He's playing really well. He's elevating the play of those around him. You see an unbelievable play here by Dion Earls. This probably wasn't the best play call, probably done by me, but Dion made me look good there. So really good stuff. And then Cy Barnett has been exceptional. Awesome play out of him. And then we kind of just got going and we got in rhythm and played really well throughout the game.
Able to jump out to a big lead at halftime, and certainly you'd like to see that in a matchup like this against a very good opponent.
Yeah, I thought a pivotal part in the game was our goal line stand right at the end of the first half. I thought that showed you what type of defense we have and how hard they play. 24-0. If that game's 24-7 at halftime, maybe things go a little bit different, but us kind of being able to shut them down, I think, played a big part to our final score.
So obviously you get the ball early in the second half here and a nice touchdown drive to really kind of put the game away.
Yeah, again, our quarterback touched on it after the game. We talked to our kids, and Coach Anise has preached this to our offense all year long. One play at a time, one series at a time, and go from there. And we've been fortunate enough to put together some really good drives and play very well early in the season.
Here, another big play by Cy Barnett, 74-yard touchdown reception, and a redshirt freshman that's making some big plays.
Yeah, unbelievable the way he's played. Steve Anise has got him playing at a really high level right now. And, the guy that he typically plays behind is also really good. But Cy, we haven't missed number 12 maybe the way we normally would because of Cy's play.
Obviously able to utilize a number of different skill players here as you continue to find ways to score some points, and had a chance to play a lot of guys in this game.
We played 66 guys, I believe, during the game, which is 3 more than we played the week before, which is so vital for us. We played 4 running backs, we played 6 receivers, we played 5 slot receivers, we played 3 quarterbacks in the game, and 11 offensive linemen, and also 2 tight ends. So when you look at, we've played virtually almost all we've got. We held a couple guys out that have been nicked up that we didn't feel like we needed to play late in the game by risk of additional injury. But yeah, it's fun when you're able to, everybody that practices gets to play in the game too, and not just play, but perform. That's a good defense that we played, and I know that might be, some may not realize that. That's a really good team that we played. And when our second unit can go in there, or even sometimes our third unit, and put together legitimate drives and score touchdowns. I mean, sometimes when you look at our sideline, the celebrations, it's almost the most rewarding part of the game for us, is when our young guys get to go in there and make plays. So really pleased with that.
59-13 the final score. How much confidence does that give you, a win like that over a very good opponent going into the start of conference play?
Yeah, I think that the approach we're taking is what happened, and don't get me wrong, we're proud of that, and that's what matters. But we know things, every week's a different week, and we've certainly got a tough challenge ahead of us, getting ready to play Northwood, a team that has always played us tough, and a team that is really quality and has been the whole time under Coach Haynes. So, yeah, I mean, we're proud of how we played and that we were able to beat Findlay in the fashion we did. But 2-0 is 2-0, and whether we won that game 3-2 or 59-13, the end result's the same, and we're ready to take the next step and play our next one.
Obviously, Northwood this week on the road, and after back-to-back home games, I know that was nice to start the year at home, but how tough is the challenge now going on the road here for the next 2 weeks?
Well, it's like anything else. When you play a long stretch of home games, you think to yourself, like, man, I can't wait to go play a road game. Then you play 2 in a row road games, and we're going to be saying, man, I can't wait to go home. So it'll be a nice change-up for our kids. In my time here, Coach Anise has our guys so well prepared to travel. We travel so well that it's not that big of a deal for us. It's a same-day trip. We're excited to go and play Northwood. We're excited to go and play on their new surface, and really looking forward to the game this Saturday.
You mentioned Northwood, a tough place to play. A couple years ago, came down to the final play of the ball game. The Bulldogs with the win in Midland, and obviously a tough opponent going on the road to play them at their place.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look back at each of the last 2 years, I think we beat them 27-26 in 2016. And then we beat them a year ago, I believe, 24-14, but a game that was very close. Came down to the wire. We're two teams that are really familiar with each other. Our coaching staffs are very close. A lot of us know each other. Kind of, similar from a philosophical standpoint, offensively in some ways. So it's always a tight game, and one we're really looking forward to. And they're a good team. That they play hard, and they've got good players. So it's a challenge we're looking forward to.
What will be some of the keys for your team going over to Midland to try to come back with a victory?
Well, I think number one, like you touched on, it's the first time we're going to travel. How do we handle that? And number two is doing what we've always talked about, focusing one play at a time, one series at a time, one quarter at a time. Kind of our mantra this year is to win every quarter. Every quarter we want to win. We want to beat the other team in every quarter. We were able to do that Saturday night. We went 4-0. So we outscored our opponent in every quarter. That's going to be our goal Saturday, but to take it one quarter at a time. But just to focus on each individual's job, playing to the best of our ability, we believe good things will happen.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs. Congratulations on the 2-0 start, and looking forward to this Saturday in Midland.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.